Ladies and gentlemen, we have some absolutely huge news on Dragon Ball Legends, but before we jump into that, let me know in the comments down below who you think they're going to announce at Battle Hour this upcoming weekend, the 4th or the 5th, whichever day they announce it on. Who do you think it's going to be? Do you think it's going to be an Ultra? Do you think it's going to be an LF? Is it going to be Ultra VB, Ultra Rose, Ultra Zamasu, Ultra Jiren, Ultra Toppo? Let me know who you think it's going to be in the comments down below. And now let's get into this big news. Dragon Ball Legends tweeted on their Twitter here that we'll be getting event-exclusive Super Saiyan 2 Trunks Adult. They're coming. They'll most likely be dropping, I believe, tonight for the weekly reset. Tuesday night, Wednesday morning is the weekly reset when they normally add new events and stuff. So that's when we should be getting this Trunks. They don't tell us a whole lot. They never do. But they say damage up for allies and more when returning to standby with this support character. So he's a support type character meant to, buff your other units. Plus 30% damage for allied tag Future, event exclusive, and Vegeta clan on the 3rd time entering battle. So once you swap him in, on the 3rd time, he'll give that plus 30% damage inflicted for allied, Future, event exclusive, and Vegeta clan. Now, why does this matter? Well, because we're likely getting a new unit during Battle Hour, which again, if you don't remember, Battle Hour is the 4th and the 5th. So this upcoming weekend, we'll be having the Legends Battle Hour. There'll be a live tournament of people in Vegas playing. But the big news is we're probably going to get announced the next big unit in the game. And a lot of people have been thinking Ultra, and it still could be an Ultra. But they have, interestingly, brought back the Limit Break banner, where you can get LFZ power, of course, as you know. This banner is in the shop right now as I'm recording this video. You can go summon on it if you want. If you're going to summon on it, I would recommend you go just to get the 600 LFZ power. That's kind of like the point of it. Otherwise, don't bother. And, you just save your CC and keep waiting. But they normally bring this back before they drop LFs. So could this mean we're not getting an Ultra like a lot of people expect during the reveals and stuff? Definitely possible. It definitely seems like it's hinting towards that maybe it will be another LF. We'll have to see. I still think Ultra is incredibly likely, but because of this, I don't think it's possible to rule out an LF. It's just, because last time when we had the big ol' 60 million users campaign, we got LF Jiren, and then he was followed up by Ultra Kaioken, which Ultra Kaioken is an Ultra, so it would make sense that we got Revival UI as an LF, and then we would get an Ultra similar to how they did last year, but maybe it won't be the same. We'll see. But they did also bring back the Ultra Rising banner for Ultra Super Gogeta, not Gogeta Blue, Super Gogeta, so I would not recommend you summon on this. Super Gogeta is not what he once was, over a year old now. Doesn't quite hit the same. If you really like Super Gogeta, then of course go for it, but in terms of wanting the, the best units and having CC to summon on stuff, I would not say you should summon on this banner at all. And so, but there's also, they tend to bring these back for Ultra banners. So they're hitting us with the big, what are they going to do? It doesn't really matter if it's an Ultra or an LF. Both could be broken in their own rights. LFs can be nasty and so can Ultras. So it doesn't really matter. All that really matters is the format of the banner. If it's an Ultra banner, you don't get as much Z power except on Ultra characters, and they're just not quite as good of value as LF banners. But recently, or at least, with Ultra Gogeta Blue, Ultras can be cracked, although not all of the time. A lot of time they're pretty good when they come out, and then some of them fall off, some of them don't. AKA the non-fusion ones have fallen off, and the fusion ones were pretty good for a while, at the very least. So we'll see. We'll see whether it's an LF or an Ultra. But regardless, what does this Trunks mean? Because Trunks is not part of Universe Rep, and a lot of people, myself included, have been thinking we're going to get something related to the Universe Rep. Because if you remember, we just got the Zenkai for Mr. Green Jiren here. Green Martian Man Jiren got a Zenkai. And what is his Zenkai buff? Well, his Zenkai buffs Rival Universe. That's his Z ability. Oh, here it is. Green Rival Universe. Green Rival Universe is what his Zenkai ability buffs. And Future and Vegeta Clan don't have any Rival Universe characters in it. Event exclusive doesn't matter. That's just for the free-to-play tag. So could it still be Rival Universe? Because it's weird to drop Jiren, Green Rival Universe buff, with no one to really buff. Because, I mean, look at the Green Rival Universe characters right here. Toppo, not really usable. Vados, not really usable. Extreme Dispo and Extreme Kakunza, not really usable. Kefla, I guess, but it seems weird to drop Jiren to buff Kefla. Kaba, not usable, and Extreme Kaba, also not usable. So, seems real weird to drop Jiren to buff Rival Universe, and then not really have anyone for him to buff. It could be that they're just doing that just to do it. I don't know. But Trunks certainly makes it seem like we're going to go in a different direction. Now, could they drop an LF and an Ultra, perhaps? I guess it's possible. I don't think it's going to happen. That would be absolutely insane. And they make, like, one of them Future, and then the other, like, the last thing for Universe Rep. I suppose it's possible, but I think that's a little crazy of an idea, just based on how they normally do these things. They tend to do, like, one at a time. If it isn't something Rival Universe related, because this Trunks maybe leans we're going in a new direction, then I would assume, be something Future related. If it's something Vegeta Clan, the only thing I can really think of is something revolving around Final Flash Vegeta, like an LF or an Ultra. Otherwise, I think it's definitely Future related. As we know, Future is like the other in Legends. They have movies as like their baby precious tag and Future. Those are like the two tags that get buffs every 2 milliseconds, it feels like. So if it's not Rival Universe, as I said in my other video, Rival Universe, if it's an LF or an Ultra, I expect like a Topo or a Godspeed Dispo, or maybe an Ultra full power Jiren if it's an Ultra. Something along those lines. Could be a Kefla or a Rubrian. Entirely possible. Just, I don't know. I feel like Dispo or Topo may be more likely. But if it's something Future related, well, now the Ultra can get very interesting. LF, I find a little bit harder to think of who it will be, because when you look at, Future, we have LF tag, Trunks and Vegeta, we have the droids, we have Super Saiyan Trunks Teen, Super Saiyan Trunks Adult, we have VB as an LF already, we have Future Gohan as an LF already, we have Rose as an LF already, we have half-corrupted Fusion Zamasu as an LF already, we have, where's Cell? Oh, he doesn't have the Future Z ability, that's why. We have Perfect Cell as an LF already. Future has a lot of LFs already. We have Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta. Again, lots and lots of LFs on Future already. So, if it's an Ultra, that opens the door. Ultra Rose, I think, has to be the top of your list. Super Saiyan Rose, Goku Black gets so many different units in this game. They love Rose. Rose makes a lot of money, which is why they love him. I think he's definitely up there. I've seen a lot of people saying Ultra Vegito Blue, and I do think Ultra Vegito Blue will be getting an Ultra. I just don't think it's going to drop for Battle Hour here. I think we're going to see that during the anniversary, the upcoming 5th anniversary, which isn't that far away from now. We're about to be in March, so March is when we'll get to Battle Hour. We then only have April, and then at the very end of May, it's the start of anniversary. Now, I would assume they'll do it how they did last year's, which the Ultra would then drop in July, but still, I think VB is much more likely to be for anniversary. You can't say it's impossible, that there's no chance it'll come out for Battle Hour, because at Legends, they like to do whatever the hell they want. It makes zero sense at all, but I just think VB is far more likely to be coming out during anniversary, so I wouldn't put him very high on your likelihood, happening. I think Rose is far more likely than VB because of how big time VB is. I've seen an argument that people saying revenue's down in the game, and so VB would be a great way, like a shot in the arm of a lot of revenue. That is true, but still, I just have a hard time seeing Ultra VB dropping in March, because then what? Anniversary would have to be like Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because we already have Gogeta Blue, we already have Super Gogeta, we already have Ultra Super Vegito, and if we got Ultra Vegeta Blue, that basically would mean it would have to be like Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, because they always do something fusion-related during Anniversary. And then another reason I'm against Ultra VB, or don't think it's happening, I should say, I'm not against it. I love VB. Ultra VB's like my favorite character in all of Dragon Ball. But if it is, in fact, Ultra Vegito Blue, it just doesn't make sense, because they seem to only release fusions during Anniversary or Festival. Like, that's what it's come down to. They only release a new fusion during Anniversary or Festival. The last, I think, fusion we got, besides free-to-plays, because the free-to-plays, yeah, The last summonable Ultra we got that was not included in a festival anniversary, I think, was Oob. I think it was Oob. Not counting the free-to-plays or any unit that came out that doesn't actually buff Fusion Warriors. Because there are some Fusion Warriors, like the Ultra Omega, even though he's free-to-play, he doesn't buff Fusion Warriors. He has a Fusion Warrior tag, but he doesn't buff the team. He's not meant to be run on the team, is the point I'm getting at. So he's not, like, thought of in their minds as, hey, this is to improve Fusion Warriors. The last one would be Oob. So, yeah, they, like, never get anything besides those times, so I will assume that's going to continue. Ultra besides Rose, maybe a Fusion Zamasu, either Corrupt or just normal Fusion. I think that's possible. One interesting thing is Zamasu is technically a rival universe character. He's from Universe 10. This is Universe 10. They've got the elephant, God of Destruction, and there you can see Gawasu. That's the guy who's like Zamasu's mentor before Zamasu goes all evil and wants to end all of life because he hates Goku. But Zamasu is technically not from Universe 7, and every other universe is technically rival universe. However, because Zamasu isn't in the Tournament of Power arc or the Universe 6 and 7 arc, Zamasu doesn't actually ever have rival universe as one of his tags. He always just has Future, Regen. If it's the Fused Zamasu, then he has Fusion Warrior and Potara. He's a God Key. But he never has Rival Universe, even though technically he's a Rival Universe character. It's just they don't count him as one because he wasn't in the Tournament of Power arc or the Universe 6 for 7 battle arc, because that's when their real Rival Universe is. This was just kind of Zamasu acting on his own in the Future arc. I'm assuming that's why they don't give him the Rival Universe tag. But technically Zamasu is a Rival Universe unit, because every universe that is Universe 7 is a Rival Universe. Universe 10 is also a Rival Universe. We don't have any Universe 10 units in the game, though. So, besides Zamasu. So, it's not like there's anyone else to talk about. The only other Rival Universes we have in the game are Universe 6, which is KL and Caulifla and them. Universe 9, which is Bergamo, the dogs. And then Universe 11, which is Jiren and Dispo and Tapo. We don't have any Universe 10s. Maybe they hit us with a complete curveball and they remember that Zamasu isn't from Universe 7 and they give Zamasu a Rival Universe tag. I don't think it's going to happen because none of the others have it. They could give it all to them. It wouldn't really matter, but they could just go and give Zamasu all Rival Universe. Be weird to time it now, if I'm being honest. But technically, they could drop a unit that would go along with Trunks being a Future unit and go along with Jiren if they make it a green Ultra Fusion Zamasu. Technically, Zamasu is a Rival Universe, and if they gave him the tag, it would mean he could be buffed by Jiren. But none of the others have it, so I don't think it's likely. I'm just saying that is possible because Zamasu is from Universe 10. So, yeah. Other Ultras, I mean, obviously Cell doesn't have an Ultra. Cell will definitely get an Ultra at some point. I think Cell is definitely possible. Another reason behind, like, Rose or Zamasu, I'm mentioning them before someone like Cell, is we just got Revival UI Goku. And Revival UI Goku is, of course, God Key, and so is Zamasu and Rose, so that would kind of fit in with that. It doesn't have to, though. It doesn't have to. So I think if it's Future-related, it could be an Ultra Zamasu. I don't think it's an LF because we already have the Corrupt Zamasu, and it's an LF. It's not going to be Rose. We already have Rose. So if it's an Ultra, Rose or Zamasu, or Cell. We also have an LF Cell, so not really him. Yeah, who else? I'm trying to think who else from Future arc we could get that would, like, kind of deserve an LF. Nothing's coming off the top of my mind. If you guys think of someone who's from one of the Future arcs that could deserve an LF, let me know in the comments down below. I think Future Gohan could definitely get Zenkai'd, or Sword of Hope Trunks get a Plat Equip. I think that's slightly more likely, but I think he could definitely get Zenkai'd. I'm not going to lie. I know that would be skipping over people like Vegito Blue and UI Omen, who everyone has been wanting for quite some time, but I do think it's entirely possible. They love Gohan so much. They love Gohan so much over there. They love just sucking Gohan schlong. You see it with every Gohan unit they make. Gohan's insane. So, yeah, I think that's what we're looking at here. Again, VB is possible, but I just think if I'm ranking things in terms of how likely I think they are, because we just got this Trunks, I think I'm going to put Future in top of my tags that are going to be the Ultra or LF. And with that, I could see Ultra Rose probably is my number 1, followed by Ultra Zamasu, followed by Cell, then VB. Then if we go to Rival Universe, Topo, Dispo, Jiren, Ribrianne, Kefla, they're all right there. But yeah, I don't know. This is interesting, though, because Zamasu is technically Rival Universe, but they don't give it to him, or haven't yet. They could add it. They could go add it to all the other Zamasus and make the new one actively buff Rival Universe and powerful opponent in future or something like that. But yeah, that's all I really have for you. Just wanted to share the news about the Trunks and the Z-Power banner and the Ultra banner coming back. And then kind of share some of my thoughts and ideas. Let me know if you think there's someone I didn't mention or who you think is the favorite to be the LF or Ultra. Let me know in the comments down below. But as always, I hope you all are having a super amazing day, staying happy and healthy. Don't forget to hit that like if you like the video, follow, all that good stuff, you know, whatever. But I hope y'all are staying happy and healthy, having the best of days. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.